Oh man, I just have to share this with you guys. I've been really working on trying to get this, get this set up, these overlays and all this stuff together. And I'm working on a synth based thing for you guys, man, that I think is going to I don't think, I know is going to be really, really cool. Listen, I feel like a kid right now, and I just want to share this with somebody. I went live a few times today. One, selfishly as a way to test my live setup and make sure that a lot of things were working, but also to share my process. And I've been working on this Don't Stop the Music since last night, and I'm like, why am I fumbling over this so much? But I'm going to get it. I'm gonna leave this up. There's nobody on. I don't think there's anybody on right now. But I mean, because it's Saturday and I'm in the studio. Um, is this thing locking up? Is that thing dragging? Anyway, here's the thing. If you could hear where I was this morning with this and where I am now, it's like night and day. And I want to tell you what my methodology was, right? What my methodology, man, listen, we all have to start somewhere. Somebody's going to watch this live stream or the replay of this, and you're going to be discouraged about your bass playing. You're not, you're like, why, what is it all for, whatever. But swinging it back, man, getting back into a beginner's mind and getting excited about learning even simple things. So anyway, Don't Stop the Music on synth bass was my work for, last night. And I had seen some people play this on YouTube and stuff, and they were doing, doing all the fancy stuff and the percussive stuff and whatnot. And I'm like, man, I want to do that too. So I had to like really, 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 really break that down. Almost to the point where it was just like mind-numbingly slow. And once I did that, just like trying to walk, I'm like, oh man, now as I relax, stuff just kind of comes out. And it's exciting to me because it reminds me of playing bass for the first time. This was a challenge. Just a few hours ago. That E flat pentatonic scale. So I took my trusty Songmaster Pro out, and let's see. We gotta get a beat in here. Then I slowed it. First, this is a record tempo. Slowed it way down. I definitely had to take that run and I also had to like really be intentional about what fingers was I? What finger was I crossing over with? So I'm showing you the exact process that I would go through if I were learning a run or anything else on my native instrument. That was not a plug for Native Instruments, but Native Instruments, holla at your boy. So slowing it down, adding notes one at a time. The reason I'm sharing this with those who will watch, whether live or on the replay, the reason I'm sharing that with you is because I think a lot of times we see something and we see the notes, even if we can slow something down or whatever, we don't always know how to practice the thing and how to, like, what do we do with our minds to get the thing under the fingers. I'm just telling you what I did, what I'm excited about. I'm like a little kid right now. Those of you of a certain age, back in the day when I was a very, very young musician and I learned something, I couldn't wait to call my homies on the phone, take the phone out and hold it, man, y'all listen to this. And then your mom would pick up on the other line, and that was the 80s. Kids don't know nothing about that. But that's what I'm saying. And I want to get to the point where I could just not think about it. And I think I'm there. I want to get to the ratio where the times where I accidentally goof that line are minimal. You see what I'm saying? So just a recap for those who may be just joining or watching a replay or, whatever. That line, which is just a pentatonic line, but I'm not playing my native instrument. I play bass, right? I'm not a keyboard player. So I had to look at this and say, I wasn't even like that, right? I'm more fluid with that now after this practice. So start up. Then what finger am I going to cross over on? Then add a note. You see what I'm saying? And also, I was putting so much thought into this. And then I realized once I started relaxing, that's just going to happen. Because really what's the line is, you see what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I just wanted to share that. I needed to go live and share that. If you're not subscribed to the channel. You know what? I'm just gonna go in and get the copyright claim here because you know another thing. This is another part of it for me, and this is a time thing. I want to have good time. Good time is good time. So what I do is watch. Don't you stop it. So here's with the drums, right? Stop music. Don't you stop it. Don't you stop music. Now if I want to take the drums out. You know you got me mesmerized with the beat. I'm always fantasized. Don't stop the music, cause it tends to soothe. I can tell you want to groove. Don't you stop it. Don't you stop music. It keeps going round and round. Don't you stop me upside down. Don't you stop it. Don't you stop music. So my whole point there is trying to lock in without the drums. Somebody asked me on a live stream the other day about how you go about, you know, developing time and groove on Keybase. The same way that you develop time and groove on your bass. You know what I'm saying? By doing things like that. And tools like Songmaster Pro are fantastic for this, right? Songmaster Pro, if you are interested in this, aurallysound.com/TED Talks Bass. It is the best $99 you spend on music this year. Absolutely, hands down, the best tool on the market for learning music. Now, I'll tell you what I'm trying to get. I can't remember the brother's name, but I heard him play it like that. So that percussive thing is like. I'm still working on that. But some people might say, well, why you go live when you practicing or something like that? Man, because, you know, life is shit, man. You know, it ain't always about the highlight reels, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's behind the curtain. I got to practice, and it doesn't hurt to show somebody, you know, what the thought process is. So anyway, I hope that this has been helpful for somebody. And I should maybe have less caffeine, but I hope this has been helpful for somebody. And I'll see you in another video. Okay? I'm going to go back to practicing. I'm going to learn the B section. How about that?